Hello, what is up, everyone? We are doing a little testing here, making sure we're live on IG. Join us tonight. Tonight is now.
What is up?
What is up, Kev? Let's
Oh,
see here. It does not
Live on
have
the
us
tube.
live on the tube. Let's see if we can officially get this up and going. It said stream key is going for AOS on IG. Yet I do not see a live symbol. Let's see here. AOS does not have us live. So hang in there if you're on YouTube or on LinkedIn. We're going to get started here in a second. Going to give everyone a little bit of time to come in. And hopefully we can get this thing going live as well. Here we go. Audience, public.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Let's see here. Go back over here. It says we are live here, but we are going to edit that. See if we can't. All right. Instagram Live. Thank you for hanging in there while we work on a few technical items here for Instagram. Let's see. Says we should be good. Connect streaming software, and there we are.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone on Instagram. Welcome to this live episode of the Pave It Forward podcast, where we will be introducing AOS, talking a little bit more about it, giving a little bit of context for those who are still thinking about joining us. Thank you to everyone who has joined us already. We're excited about getting started here in a little over a week. We're going to go over some questions that we've gotten. We're also going to go over some of the deliverables that you can expect. And all right, looks like we're live everywhere, Kev. Let's get going here. We'll start off with a little introduction. And hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Pave It Forward podcast. My name is Phil Metzger, and with us is Kevin Gray. And we are here to help leaders in the paving industry who are looking to run more efficiently, meet their ideal customer, and improve the lives of those around them through meaningful work. Kevin, how are you? How was your holiday? And Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. Happy holidays. I'm doing great, man. Just I don't know, feeling a lot of gratitude, feeling blessed. The holidays were amazing. Have 4 kiddos in the house, and got to spend time with the fam. Got to spend time with our extended family too. So a little bit of local travel here and there, and just spending some time with friends and families and loved ones. Man, it's truly been awesome. So how about you, brother?
Oh man, Christmas was great. My son is 2.5, so he understood what was going on.
Awesome.
I love it. He was nice and patient opening the gifts. It lasted about a half a day, him going through everything, but to see his reaction, he's starting to put things really together now, literally and figuratively, but he's getting to that point where he's thinking in sequence. And so he's, one thing after another. So he's really enjoying building things. Got him a mini Tykes basketball goal for Christmas. And so he's working on his jump shot.
Nice.
But anyways, it was an absolute blast, man. We actually stayed close. I think it was about for 6 years straight for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My wife and I would visit her family or mine, and neither of them are in town. So to be able to kind of sit here at home, her mom came in and joined us for Christmas. So it was a nice holiday, man. It was a little bit of the relaxing I needed. Took a half day off. It was wonderful. And but man, it really was nice just to have a slower pace for a week with the rest of the world being shut down.
Yeah.
What's work looking like for you? How are things over at PIF?
Man, we're just we're still, it's the holidays, so it's been slow the last week or so, which has been kind of interesting and unique for me. So I've just, been trying to work on some of the off-season things and going through some numbers, looking at some budgets, looking at some equipment, preparing for next year, talking about, starting to have these internal conversations and dialogues with myself and my partner about staff for next season and, sales and, just all the things that come when you've got a growing.
I don't know why I got muted there. My back.
That's all right. You're back. You're back in action.
Back in action.
It's only about 5 seconds.
Kind of in the planning phase, and we've still got some work under contract that are, I actually talked to a couple clients today that are still looking forward to getting their projects done, within the next handful of days or weeks, whatever the weather's going to allow. So we're full steam ahead here, man.
Nice. So how does the weather look? How does the weather look there?
It's actually getting ready to get cold for the next couple of weeks. It's been quite warm. I mean, it was 60s all weekend. It was, 50, mid 50s today, and got a cold front coming through tomorrow, and it's back into the 20s and 30s for, I don't know, it looks like at least the next 10 days or so. So we'll see.
Winter is actually there for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I miss all the dings coming in over the holidays of contracts accepted on my phone. But it's certainly nice to take the break, and I know we're excited about 2025. We're going to get to AOS here in 1 second, but Kevin, I want to bring up something. Congratulations on day 600.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I was wondering if you might be able to take a moment and just talk about your journey a little bit. We all have. I feel comfortable saying that. If you don't know anyone that's battled with any kind of addiction disease, that is very fortunate for you. But for a lot of us out there, especially in the asphalt paving industry, a second chance industry, as you like to call it, a blue collar industry, we get a lot of people in there who are great people, but they might tend to struggle with this disease a little bit. So congratulations on 600 days. And what do you have to say for yourself there, man?
Well, it's, like a lot of other things, business included, it's just kind of a one day at a time process. And man, just looking back, 600 days ago, where kind of my life had gotten to, and man, I tell you, I've been thinking about it a little bit today, reflecting on it being 600 days, and it's it wouldn't have happened without, made some bad choices, going through divorce, some bad things happened. I made some bad decisions. I suffered some consequences because of that. I lost the business. I, spent 15 years building and was removed from had politely asked to exit that business. And that's why I'm starting a business over again today. And that's fine. And it's, and I got to thinking a lot about this AOS program that we're doing. I mean, it's not that much different than the program I work with AA. It's, I've spent the last 25 years of my life thinking I could come up with a solution, or that I could figure it out, that I had enough willpower, that I had enough self-will, whatever you want to call it, to kind of fight my alcoholism, addiction, my disease. And I just couldn't do it on my own. The whole premise of AA is that our strength comes from, my sobriety relies on AA unity. It relies on me working my program, going to meetings, getting a sponsor, actually calling and talking to my sponsor, having him show me step by step how to work the steps, how to go through the book, how to be useful to others, how to live a better life. And it's really no different in just personal life in general and in business. And that's exactly what we're doing here with AOS. It's getting people together in a community, and it's sharing ideas, and it's getting information from people that have done it before. And I've been doing it. This is my 16th season, like I said, but there's a reason we're bringing in other mentors into this group. We've got one already committed. I think we're going to get a couple more commitments this week that I'm super excited about, guys that have been doing it a lot longer than I have. I mean, this AOS isn't you or I saying we have all the answers or all the solutions, just like I didn't have any of the answers or any of the solutions for my disease. But I tapped into a program. I sat down, I listened, I did what other people suggested that I might do. And for 600 days, it's worked. And it's really no different than what we're trying to do with AOS. I mean, 16 years in business myself, basically started with a bankrupt business in 2011 and was able to build that into a, multi seven-figure business. And none of that would have been possible without great mentorship, great community, peers I've found, locally and through social media, hundreds of friends and peers within the industry. I was a member of another, TCS for 5 years, which is an amazing community of contractors that share ideas and offer mentorship and community. So there's just all of those things, helped me get to where I was going. And now that I'm doing it again, starting over from scratch again, I can't think of a better time to start some kind of community that we can get some folks that are also either starting a business or a few years into business or been in business for a while and just can't seem to get over the hump. Let's all just get together and go over some things and learn some things from each other, because I don't claim to have all the answers. I hope I never do. I hope I'm always a student of this game. And so hopefully myself, I like to think I've been battle tested for 16 years. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and the other 2 or 3 guys we're bringing in along with this that have multiple decades of experience to kind of help just get people together in a place where we can be vulnerable, where we can share ideas, where we can share losses, wins, personal life. I mean, at the end of the day, our goal is to help everybody live a better life and run a better business. So it's very relatable to the program I work with AA. It's all about community and learning from people that have done it a hell of a lot longer than I have. So thanks for bringing that up. I thought it was, kind of just was thinking about how similar the two really are, and it's really just goes back to that community aspect, and going a lot further together with people that have done it than we could ever go alone. So
absolutely. Well, congratulations again.
Thanks, man.
I'm proud of you. In a similar fashion, I was trying to think of throughout all this, the main purposes that people might be signing up for this program, and I'm finding that people are signing up that have not started their asphalt business. There's also someone who said they're expanding their line, considering going into seal coating into asphalt. And I figure there's 3 main reasons someone might want to join AOS. One is for the community that you brought up. I think in 2025, just have a group that you can chat with about your problems. You've been so instrumental and kind in offering your mentorship and guidance throughout your entire career. So having a format to that as well, to where you'll be able to help people, will be great. Some people are going to come for that community, to have a place where they can ask for a place that they can, a different set of people they can ask besides their own team, which may not have the experience or the correct answer. But another one would be the assets. There are going to be some assets that you can take with you and use in your business. And the third is just going to be that advice from mentors. I think between those 3 things, the community, the assets, and the mentors, that people are going to find a ton of value. And of course, this is an 8-week focused course where these mentors will be, we'll have sessions where they will come, they will teach, and we will use their advice and continue to check in with them and see if there's anything they would like to continue to contribute. But as far as the rest of 2025, we are signing up to be there for you, to be a resource. And so when we talk about the value of this program, not only the assets, which we'll go over here in a second, not only the community, not only the mentors, but just knowing that someone is saying we are going to step up and be there as a community for you in 2025. I think that's extremely comforting. I know I've gotten a ton of joy out of it so far, planning it, talking to people, talking to these mentors. And so I couldn't be more excited about what all that is for what we are considering a very affordable price.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And again, it's, you talk about price there, and you see a lot of folks that claim, that are coaches or business experts or gurus, or, that are set, get rich quick. It's follow this program, and you'll be well on your way. And it's that you and I have been doing this a long time together, and at the root of all of our conversations, it's been how can we help folks. I mean, unfortunately there are admin costs involved. You've done months of research and development and structuring and putting all of this together and making it come to life. I mean, there's obviously cost involved with all that, and creating all the content and setting, everything that we do. So, I mean, there's got to be some kind of price point for that. And we try to hold that down as low as we can so we can get as many people involved in this as possible. At the end of the day, it's really just trying to push the industry forward and helping the next man up live out their dreams. I mean, that's it, man.
Absolutely. And I know Adam would want me to go ahead and pass along his promo code as well. One of our instructors we're extremely excited to have is Adam Pichet from Prestige Seal Coating. If you go to Asphalt Operating System right now and you want to use his 10% off code, it's Seal Coat Goat 10 for 10% off. That's all one word, Seal Coat Goat. I know he's extremely excited to join us. It's been thrilling to meet him over the last couple of weeks, and then get his input, and then his enthusiasm that's been showed has been great. But once again, Seal Coat Goat 10 if you want to use Adam's promo code. But let's go over this program a little bit, Kev. What it's going to be is it's going to be on Wednesdays starting January 8th. It'll be at 2 p.m. We're slotting for 2 hours each. And we're going to go over quite a few topics, but the outline is basically going to be, we're going to have you and I, another guest mentor for most sessions, and we're going to record a session. And we're going to edit and play that recording so we're going to edit it so we can get all the best information out of it, and we can conduce it to where everyone can get the most value possible. And then we are going to do some question and answer after that video. And then we're going to get into a second topic each class as well that's relevant to the theme of the class. And just to quickly go over what the weekly themes are, week 1 and 2 are going to be financial foundation. Week 3 is going to be operations analysis. Week 4 is going to be staff and hiring the right people. Week 5 is going to be marketing, social media, and target customer. Week 6 is going to be sales and customer service. Week 7 is going to be daily business flow. And week 8 is going to be 2025 goals and key performance indicators for the year of 2025, because that's the goal. When you mentioned earlier that our life is to impact, our goal is to impact people's lives in a positive way. Quickly, my second goal that I thought of was ROI, return on investment. That's my goal as in business, because being in marketing, I think there's a lot of people that come out there and try to sell you some stuff that can confuse you. So from day one, 8 years now, it's been bringing factual information to people that actually matters. And when you think about the assets, the community, and the mentors, I truly hope that everyone that enters this program finds 15 grand of value throughout their year, whether it be something on the job where you learned something from the community, a piece of advice that a mentor gave you that saved a piece of money, a system that you've implemented because of us that's saving you time, that's saving you money. I'm really hoping that at our price point that people will find a tremendous amount of value. I feel like they can get it in the 8 weeks that will be there for the course, and just the year-long community is just kind of an add-on there. Kevin, out of those topics, was there anything that popped up as something you're particularly excited about to jump in as a mentor on?
Man, I get excited about all of them just because I kind of nerd out on this stuff. And as much as I like getting out there and in the field and operations always excites me. I'm just kind of a hands-on kind of business owner, hands-on without being too overbearing, and learning how to delegate and empower my team. That's not always the easiest, but that's something we'll certainly get into. But I mean, all of this stuff excites me, and I tell you, it excites me probably more so now than ever before, because I'm personally doing it myself all over again. Starting from scratch, starting from the bottom. Forcing myself to do something like this, teach this program, part of this program, go through this program, be in a community and roundtable with others in the industry, I'm sure I'm going to learn, or be reminded of things that I've forgotten over my 16 years. I mean, stuff that I haven't really felt or needed that had, any importance or was important anymore, because I'd kind of already been there and done that. Well, I'm finding again that it's very relevant. And as a student of the game, I mean, I think that's something that we can all kind of learn a lesson from. Is no matter how long you've been doing it, there's always still something to learn. There's a new perspective you can take into each and every one of these. They're always, all 8 of these topics we're covering are always evolving. I like to look at it, kind of maybe going through grade school or through college. You kind of start at, let's start at Financial Foundation 101, Operations Analysis 101, Market Analysis, and Targeting Customer, Target Customer 101. And then how does that evolve? How do we build onto that? What does this look like as our correspondence and communication, continues through 2025? And then if, when we do this again in 2026, what does the course look like? And, and just the evolution of business and learning, and brick by brick, and I talk about that a lot on our podcast and in business and in life and in general, just doing things brick by brick. And it's going to be great for me to go back to some of the foundational bricks that I've put kind of in my past or in the back of my memory bank of business that I'm going to get to kind of relive. And I don't mean to keep making this correlation between, AOS and my recovery program that I worked, but that's why I'm starting to figure out now that I'm, over a year and a half into it, why the newcomer is so important to those meetings and to those groups, because they talk about things that put you right back in that moment where you may have hit rock bottom, or just having a day of sobriety or a week of sobriety, and like, holy, I'll never get to 600 days, or how could I ever build my business to be, I'm just a seal coater. I'll never have a $10 million business look so far out of reach and unattainable. But we start building these bricks, brick by brick, piece by piece, getting around people that have done it, that can inspire you and give you hope and give you direction, and say, hey, this is the blueprint that I followed, try that. And you start to see over time things happening and things changing and things getting better. I mean, just a couple of years ago, I wasn't spending the holidays with my family, with all my kids, exactly around Christmas time. We went and saw them, but it's just different now. I'm more present. My kids are more. It's just better, and it's gotten better for the last 600 days. So better than it's been in 2 decades. So, and that's the same thing we're doing here with a business program, is just how can we get incrementally better, step by step, day by day, brick by brick, to where you look back 5 years from now when we were sitting in your first AOS, mentorship class, saying, man, all these guys around me have got, multi 7-figure, 8-figure businesses. I'm just a guy in a pickup truck. Well, we were all a guy in a pickup truck at one point, so that's what it's all about. It's
Yep.
inspiring hope and belief and faith, and giving you the tools to get there, not just inspiring the puff of smoke that, oh, you can be great and you can do this, and it's an easy industry and you can make $1,500 a day if you just go out and start seal coating. It's no, let's put the foundation and the pieces together to really make that real.
Yeah, absolutely. I was listening to Good to Great, a book I really like today, and it was talking about the flywheel. And the flywheel starts off slowly, but the idea is to get the momentum going. And through all those little gaps of things that you might be missing throughout the season, or things you didn't know about, or pieces of advice you just didn't know who to ask, we are talking about long-term success here. And yes, we want to measure it over 2025, but when you come out of 2025, where our goal is for everything that you're learning in this course to be a foundational piece of your business. Now, of course, some things are going to be more important to others, but to be able to fill those gaps, whether it be on the paving, the actual in the field side, whether it be with the organization side, or even just getting your business functioning properly to where you feel like everything's not just scattered and you're just constantly trying to find the money to make the next paycheck. But make no doubt about it. Our goal is to affect that bottom line at the end of the season to where everyone that joins us feels like a more confident business owner, and that's both to their customer and to their crew, to feel like they have a better handle on their business and to have everyone within the community be supportive. Now, I know some people won't join us for the community. Some people are not outgoing. They might just want other things. But to know that we are there and we're going to do our damn best to figure out solutions for you as the year goes on, it's really exciting. And just to kind of talk about some of the deliverables, some of those things you're going to get in addition to the mentor sessions. One, which we are going to send out to everyone that enters the program. Some people have already gotten this. It's an end of season checklist to go through your equipment and to make sure that everything is up to date. We'll be working well for 2025. And if you need to get any analysis done on your equipment, it'll leave you spots for notes and all that. We have a bank of questions that you can get if you're interviewing people. That'll be approved and added to throughout the season as mentors give us more as they come up with new questions. We'll give you a digital employee handbook that you can adjust to your liking. It'll be kind of a blanket general employee handbook that we will put your logo on to where you can use it within your own company, to where you have the file to where you can add and subtract things. But if you need to give someone some employee information, you'll have that then. Some safety guidelines and tips for new employees, a small packet on what to expect out in the field for people that have never been around equipment and things like that, or just new to the industry. Just kind of give them an overview of what it is and what they can expect. A quality control checklist for customer service, project preparation, and project completion. These are going to be lists that you can either use in a Google Sheet, so you can go in digitally and do it. You can even print it off and check it off as you go through these things. And the last thing that we're mentioning here is a branded asphalt paving lifecycle one-pager. So whether you put it on your website and offer it digitally, or you want to print it off and take it to your customer, it's going to be a one-page explanation with your company logo on it of the asphalt paving lifecycle. So maybe you can get a few more sales out of that as well. This is the part that I've really had fun with. And when you talk about me putting in some work over the last 6 months or so on this thing, it really comes down to you approving all of this. And of course, we're going to be building on all this with all of our mentors, but you have 16 years of experience. You've mentioned that a lot of these things are things that you can do in your own head now because of experience, and you have guys on your team. But for me, it really is exciting to provide some of these assets that people can walk away with. Yeah. Because to me, that in itself could be worth it. But then you include the mentorship in the community. And I couldn't be more excited, honestly, to get this thing started.
Yeah. I mean, I just think about that one piece. I mean, some of these things that, like you just said, that I can do in my head now. I mean, that's only because I would spend months, if not years, developing them, fine tuning them, and just tweaking them, just as I learned more, as I became more familiar with either our numbers or our equipment or our production or operations, whatever it may be. I mean, those things were always evolving and always trying to improve them. And a lot of them were things I just kind of created on my own. And this was before I was introduced to great community and great mentorship, when I was kind of white knuckling it, if you will, on my own, just trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. And just to be able to alleviate the stress of that, having to figure all this out on your own for somebody else. I mean, it's if somebody could have handed me, kind of this playbook or these assets or these things that we can immediately implement into our business, those things are invaluable. And I've already had a couple of guys that have registered for the course, kind of already sending me some of the things they're using for me to look over them and review and say, hey, what would you change here? How does this look? Is this too much? Is it not enough? Does this make sense? And it's I can only imagine the evolution of that once we get all of these mentors involved and all this community going, and what we can really, start cranking out and giving people to implement into their businesses. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to go over just a few of the additional frequently asked questions, because we do get a question about the deliverables there that we mentioned. One of the top ones that we've gotten is this course good for seal coating business owners? And we have absolutely pivoted over the last 3 weeks and made sure that we have everything that a seal coat business owner could need. We're going to adjust some things, make some different lists specifically for seal coat owners. Now, a lot of this will be just a slice of the asphalt paving, since a lot of asphalt paving companies will offer the maintenance. We're just going to take it apart. So we're not going to add all of the asphalt stuff to you. We're just going to kind of take those sections out and make sure that you can use it as a seal coating business owner. And as I said, we've gotten some people that are interested. And I think for the purpose of learning, and one, understanding the asphalt product, and two, just to understand the process and what asphalt paving companies are going through, I think it'll be a big help to seal coating business owners as well. Also, will the episodes be recorded? Yes, you will be able to access these at any time as long as you're part of the program. They will be password protected, and you will have access for a year if you join us. And now I thought I'd go over what an average session would look like. We talked about this a little bit earlier. We're going to pre-record a video with our mentors, and then I'm going to edit that down to make sure that all of the key points, all of the main points are concise. We're all going to be there, including UI and the other mentors in the chat. We will be fielding questions. Then after that, we will be answering any of your questions and giving some additional context to the weekly overall lesson as well.
Is and just so I'm clear, maybe just for a little more clarity. So
Sure.
These are going to be 2-hour sessions. Would you say roughly that first hour is going to be kind of a recording that we'll all consume and chat about, and then we'll have another hour on top of that to really dive into specifics or additional, relevant conversation, things like that?
You got it. Yeah, depending on the subject of the week, the video will be somewhere between a half an hour and maybe even an hour and 10 minutes if needed, if it's a topic that needs a lot of digestion. But absolutely. And the second part of that class is we're going to typically be talking about how the resource that we're giving for that week applies to the weekly topic. So if there's a Google Sheet, especially on the financial aspect of things, if we need to kind of go over some additional things, instead of maybe getting into the actual programming of the piece of information into your business, where the first half of the class will be the theory, the why, and why even go through with the process. So yeah, the first hour will be kind of digesting. The second will really be diving into the specifics of the topic. Second. So who else will be joining us? We have Adam Pichet from Prestige Seal Coating. We were really hoping to get these other mentors signed on the dotted line by today. But if you will stay tuned to our networks, I imagine tomorrow and the next day you will
holiday season.
You will be getting the announcement. Yeah, absolutely. It's we can't really plan this any other time of year, but we sure do understand that people are busy. So please stay tuned to our networks as we will be announcing some more people there. There will be a website and a hub where you will be able to access this information. As I said, you'll have your own password and things like that. And then at the end of the course, I wanted to go over that. Our final session will be goal setting for 2025. And we really want the ability for you to ask us any questions. We're definitely going to go through again what we want to be able to look back, whether it be every week, every month. For the business owners, we want to help you decide what are those key metrics that you want to look at. We give you all this information. We're going to tell you to fill it out so that you can be more strategic and solid in your business. But we really want you to be able to join us, to be able to have a lot of confidence when you're filling out these things. And we're going to help you through the rest of 2025. So that last week there, we'll be setting up the rest of 2025. We'll continue to grow our resources throughout the year as we have more things that are in demand. We will update them and put them on that website that you can access. So we're pumped, and we're also going to be giving away a free seat with the giveaway that we have going now. If you will go to Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, and you will find Asphalt Operating System. If you will find the giveaway post, it will have the instructions there. We're just going to ask you to fill out a simple form. It's a Google form with 5 questions, and like and comment on the post, and you will be entered for a free seat in our course. And if you have already signed up for the course, go ahead and enter, because we understand that the price will go up here the week before the program. So we want you to go ahead, and if you know you want to enter the program, go ahead and sign up for the program. If you win, we'll give it to you free, and we'll have the drawing on social media as well on January 5th. So please go ahead and enter there if you're interested, and we would really hope to see you. So Kevin, we threw a lot of information at you there. You're giving a lot of your time and expertise as a mentor. Any other thoughts that have kind of been going through your head about this program, what you're excited about it, how you're excited about it, if there's any particular aspect or people you're excited to see? Anything you want to mention here before we wrap up this live episode?
Man, I'm very excited. You know, I'm anybody that joins or becomes a part of this or wants to get involved. Like I don't know that I can explain it well enough just in words, but I mean, over the last, I don't know, 7-8 years, whenever social media kind of started to become a thing and people found some community or started reaching out or DMing, like every time I would get one of those notifications of someone asking for advice or me being able to do the same thing with someone else, like that stuff just makes me feel good. It's part of how I'm wired. It's part of who I am. So just being able to get together with a group of folks kind of going through the same thing is exciting enough for me. I mean, that's aside from my family and my business. I mean, there's nothing I enjoy more than doing exactly what we're doing here. I mean, it's I don't know. There's a lot of times through my career that I've enjoyed this as much as running my own business and building and leading my own teams. I mean, this is I can't think of a better way to be able to give back and share and be useful to this industry, which I'm a part of and that I love. So I mean, it's all exciting for me, and you know, I'm excited to see these people as they start or continue on their journeys. I mean, and become hopefully a part of their life, and vice versa. Like it's what it's all about. And you mentioned there, just, you know, at the end there, you know, what happens at the end of the course, and a lot of it's going to be about goal setting. It's interesting. I had a conversation with a guy today that was asking, you know, how open do we have to be with our financials or our situation, or how big we are or how big we aren't, or, you know, and I said, look, you don't have to share it, you know, just be comfortable sharing whatever you can with us, so that we can help you in the best way possible, that we can help, that our mentors can help, that the community and the group can help. And I said, you know, and I've learned this, and it took, and a lot of it's putting some pride aside, maybe putting some ego aside, but there's nothing wrong with asking for some help. And I told the guy, I said, look, I said, and we don't need your information or your status or your financial information for any you know reason on our end, other than to be able to help you in the most effective way possible. I mean, I remember I've spent countless hours with countless contractors over the years, going through their financial, like line by line through their financial statement, because I'm able, and it's just because I've got a lot of practice in doing so. I can go in and pinpoint areas that need improvement just by looking at the black and white, really without even knowing a whole lot about their operation. I can, you know, there's clues in the data. There's always clues in the data. And I love dissecting that stuff and figuring out and solving problems and helping people, you know, find a better way. So I would suggest that people that are going to get involved be as open as possible, be as transparent as possible, come prepared, be vulnerable, share the ups, share the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's the way we can really see the whole picture and help you get to where you're going a hell of a lot faster than we could otherwise. So just
Absolutely.
and I think once people get a lot of folks don't, maybe they do know us from just what they've seen on social media, but they don't know the other folks that might be in this group or the other mentors. So look, I was scared to death the first time I went to an AA meeting. I mean, trust me, believe me, but now I can't wait to go. So it's just getting in the boat with other people that are trying to go in the same direction you are. And I think there's going to be great collaboration that comes out of this. There's going to be great idea sharing. There's going to be an immersive and immense amount of learning that goes on, and camaraderie. And those things, those are aside from really understanding the fundamentals of business and how to run a successful, paving, asphalt maintenance kind of business. Those other intangible things are really the things that help move the ball down the court a lot faster. So
100%. And
dude.
Yeah, one thing, you look at some of these, especially Facebook pages, where someone will put on some of their work and they just absolutely get destroyed. There is a difference in our program. We will be monitoring these things. If someone is not rowing in the same direction, we will give them their money back and say, be on your way.
100%.
We are here for the success. And honestly, I'm here for the end of 2025 because of all the smiles and the camaraderie and just everything that a business owner hopes is possible within their business, to have those feelings of understanding their finances, of understanding their daily processes, and feeling comfortable with what they offer customers from beginning of the process to the end. If you can have those aspects down and really support your team, improving the lives of those around you, that is the reason I'm getting goosebumps now, is because I know it's possible. I've seen you do this now twice with 2 companies, to where you can raise and earn quite a bit of revenue. We worked at it as a team, and to see the relationships that you've made and you've developed, and that it's just incredible. And I'm so excited to have a new group of people that are here for the same reasons we are. And I just can't wait to lead that and to just help as many of these asphalt paving business owners and seal coating business owners as we possibly can. Kevin, once again, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for bringing this to reality, dude.
Sure, absolutely. As you said, it's been basically since, if not year 1, year 2 of us working together now. So 6 or 7 years ago now that we've talked about this. We've really wanted to, as you said, you've always been of the mentor aspect, of the teaching, of the supporting business owners as they come through. So thank you again, Kevin. If anyone out there has any questions, please reach out to us on any of the social media networks. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We'll be happy to answer any questions. You can reach out to Asphalt Operating System. You can reach out to me, Phil Metzger. You can reach out to Kevin Gray. Please let us know if you have any questions about the program, AOS 2025. We hope to see you there. Head over to Asphalt Operating System if you have any questions. There's also the ability to sign up for the free seat giveaway. And if you want to use Adam Pichet's promo code, he is the Seal Coat Goat. That is Seal Coat Goat 10, all one word. Kevin, thank you very much for your time. And for anyone that joined us live, thank you very much. And for anyone watching this as a recording, if you're not heading over to Asphalt Operating System, we also have another Pave It Forward episode coming up now. So for now, thank you all very much for listening, and we will see you at AOS 2025 on January 8th.
Let's get it.
Thank you to everyone on the stream. Have a good evening. Let us know if you have any questions.